Hello there, friendos. This is the Reddit Ranger. Welcome back to our living room. Mighty Morphin Power Priestess is here with me, and we've got some more nice guy stories for you. So, let's get on into it. Okay, this one is called Nice Guy Insists I, a trans man, should be his tomboy girlfriend and tells me he's self harming and going to commit unalive in Minecraft to get my attention. Some context. Um, I am a trans man. I was born female, but I'm actually a guy. I first met Nice Guy through some friends during my sophomore year of high school, and everyone in the group, including Nice Guy, was aware. Also, warning of self harm, on a self unaliving, and transphobia. So I have a healing personality, and people like to open up to me. I've kind of accepted my role along for I've kind of accepted my role among my friends as the friend everyone vents to. On its own, it's a bad thing, but their side of the deal is they're all people I can vent to. All right. Um, Nice Guy noticed everyone venting to me and I guess wanted that attention. We had talked before, mainly sending memes and stuff, so it wasn't weird. But one meme he wouldn't stop sending was a meme about having a tomboy GF. He'd say stuff like, "This could be you," and I'd just reply, "But I'm a guy," and stuff like that. His venting to me seemed normal at first, until the drama around Nice Guy, Friend A, and Girl B started. Basically, Nice Guy had a thing for Girl B had a thing for Friend A, and Friend A was interested in Girl B. Nice Guy told the group he had a thing for Girl B, but then told only Friend A that he was okay with Friend A dating her. They got together, and Nice Guy started to complain about it, which is said we were okay with it. I knew Friend A wouldn't have pulled such a dick move, so I asked about it, and he said Nice Guy told him it was fine. I like the over trusting, and I like the over trusting dumbass I was. Just thought Nice Guy told him that because he didn't want to stop Friend A from being happy. Nice Guy and I talked a lot. I didn't get much done most days because he wanted to message and call 24/7. I didn't mind because I didn't normally have much to do, but I did like my time. His venting got darker and more extreme as time went on. Friend A and Girl B broke up, but he didn't seem interested in her anymore, but he still complained about Friend A dating her. Then I stopped talking to him as much because I was helping with another friend in our group dealing with his own stuff. Nice Guy found out that the reason I was paying the other friend more attention was because he self-harmed, and and that's when Nice Guy self-harming started. At first, I just talked about wanting to do it. At first, he just talked about wanting to do it, and I would talk him down. He started self-harming without telling me, then coming to me for attention from it. I know self-harm isn't for attention, but his was. All of what he did and his actions later proved it. Friend A and Friend C started to notice I wasn't doing too good. I explained what was happening and that it was starting to affect me. I also had my own stuff to deal with because of my family and problems at school. I had never had to ask someone to slow down on venting to me, and I felt bad for doing it, but Friend A and C helped me. I told Nice Guy I couldn't keep this going and asked him to not vent to me, at least not as much. I explained we could still be friends, but that he needed to but I needed to keep myself okay if I wanted to help anyone. He said he understood and stopped venting to me for one night. The next day, it was back on to telling me in great detail about how he had and was planning to self-harm. He would even send me pictures. I asked him to stop. He would for a day and then go back to it. Friend A and C confronted him about it in a group chat, and we were all in a group chat that we were all in. That Niceguy was the admin of. Niceguy got mad at Friend A and kicked him from the group. Friend A and Friend C started a new group chat that was just us to help support me. Niceguy got worse and begged him to see a professional, but he refused. He also started openly admitting that he had a thing for me, and I reminded him I was a guy and that he was very much straight. He just said I could be his tomboy GF. He started talking about unaliving, and I got more insistent about him seeing a professional. I told friend C, and he told Niceguy's mom. She agreed to send him to therapy. I hoped that things would get better, but they only got worse. When I slipped up and fell back into my old habits, I had finally quit after well over a year of trying. They got more insistent that I needed to block him. I tried to talk with him, but he just got worse and I couldn't take it. He wasn't even listening to what I was saying. I said goodbye and I blocked him. Good. Niceguy messaged friend A with a string of abuse. I've seen the messages. It's summed up as Niceguy claiming that friend A had manipulated me and forced me to block him, and that friend A, a straight guy who has no interest in me, is trying to steal me from him. Friend A basically told him that I'm my own person, a man, and that he's straight. Niceguy messaged friend C complaining about it, and friend C just said that I'm my own person and made the choice to block him. Niceguy still thinks friend C is his friend. It's been about a year-ish, and every once in a while I get a message from one of Niceguy's friends asking me to unblock him. I just tell them no. His friends say he's not unalivable anymore and doesn't want to self-harm. He just wanted my attention. I'm doing better now too. Friend A and friend C are still super close to me. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, that's that's weird behavior. It's
just don't use
self-harm as a ploy to get attention, especially not from romantic interests. It's like
you're reading too many dark romances. Chill out.
Yeah, right.
Your Wattpad fantasy is not what's happening here.
Yeah, you don't want the pity date, right? Like, where do you think that's gonna go? You think, like, there's no positive outcome in that scenario, right? Mm-mm. Either you get the one pity date, and then they never talk to you again. You know, it just ends at the one date, or you get the one pity date, and then they continue to pity date you, and now you got a pity husband or a pity wife, which is also miserable. Or do you think that they're gonna go on the one pity date and you're gonna wow them with your sparkling personality, and that's like your foot in the door? Like, if were that, if your personality was one that they'd be into, then you wouldn't need to pity date in the first place. So, and no. None of those scenarios work out in your favor, so I don't know why you would ever try to go for the pity date.
That's sad. You're just manipulating them for their kind nature and misgendering them. So it's like, hey, guess what? I'm not interested in you, and you trying to make me into your fantasy girl is weird for me, right? So don't do that to them. You know what I mean? And it's just
and it's just such a weird common trope for the r/nice guys to like invalidate trans identities, and it just makes no sense. Like, if you
just any queer identity, be like, but see, because I like you, I'm going to transform you with my limp dick.
Right. They do it. Yeah, that's true, because they also do it to lesbian women too, right? They do it to
bi women,
and and all of this is like it. You got this weird heteronormative stance that you invalidate queer folks and queer identities, but you're out here trying to date queer folk. That doesn't make a lick of sense. Just date people you like.
And that like you, right? Because this person...
Yeah, they weren't interested in you. You weren't interested in them, not for who they really were. You were just interested in some kind of idea of what they could be, but that wasn't
that Tumblr
them.
aesthetic tomboy girlfriend. You saw it somewhere and was like, oh my god, I know a person that's kind of like that. Let me just transform this person into that image. Like, you're watching them, seeing, oh, they're the confidant of the group, so I'm gonna go and trauma dump on them. Oh, they're taking care of a friend who is genuinely self-harming. I'm gonna go self-harm too and get some of that attention too. And I'm like, get your own personality, right? Be a decent human being. Stop that. Stop weaponizing self-harm and slur slide, okay? Could we not? Like, stop.
Get some help. All right. So that's another one. We hope you enjoyed spending time with us in our living room, and we will see you on the next one.